Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Talking TV with Nick and Josh. I'm Josh.
And I'm Nick.
And listen, folks, we're back for Season 2 of The Wire, starting Episode 1 of Season 2 today. It's called Ebb Tide. I'm excited. I hope you are as well.
Me or them?
Both. Everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, are you excited?
I'm a little excited. It was fun to get into Season 2.
It was, finally.
Just like it was fun to finish Season 1, it's fun to get into Season 2.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole new book we're reading, basically.
Yeah.
With some of the same characters from...
Some, and some very new ones.
Yeah. Yes.
So...
Very much so.
So it opens up with, on the harbor, McNulty's now on the boat.
He is on the boat.
Where he didn't want to go, and he got sent.
Yeah. We all knew he was going there.
Well, yeah, and then they told us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed us.
Yeah.
At the end of last season. So they're cruising around on the boat, and they come across like some party boat.
Yeah.
And I was.
Well, they got a call or something.
Yeah.
They got a call that said.
Oh yeah.
Blah blah. Blah.
Really, that's detail right there.
Yeah.
Good thing you mentioned that.
Well, I don't think they. Yeah. I don't know.
No,
I pay attention to retarded things.
Yeah. So, but they come across the boat and they.
It was like a party boat. They pulled up big ass, expensive looking yacht thingy or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And their engine's shot, and but they're in the shipping lanes.
Yeah.
And so then it seems like the guy that's in charge. Maybe
captain. I have no idea.
No, he wasn't the captain. Because the captain comes up and introduced himself.
The rich guy.
The rich guy says, "Hey, we want to keep this party going," and hands McNulty a couple extra 20s there, and they tow him off into the darkness.
And they're just sitting there, connected to the little tugboat or whatever.
It was very, very odd, but if you gave him a couple
I
$100,
would have probably smoked fucking 2 packs of cigarettes just sitting there. Because, I mean, they were bundled up, so it had to be goddamn cold.
Well, off the ocean.
You know? I mean, they're sitting there just chilling. It's nighttime. The sun had gone down.
I think the first thing that McNulty says when we see him is, "I'm freezing my balls off." So.
I mean, it's like, ugh, he must have paid a pretty penny. Especially for McNulty to sit there like that. Are you kidding?
Well, what else is he going to do? That's his job now.
I guess. What are the odds that no other calls came in? It must be a slow fucking place.
Well, fuck yeah, it is. How much shit happens? And then are you Coast Guard? Nah, City Police.
Yeah.
So then we hit the theme song.
Yeah, which I hate.
I knew you'd hate it.
When I was in the garden.
Wow. That made me deaf. Thank you.
It's terrible. I was like, yep, I remember I hated it.
I don't like it or dislike it any more than the other one. And by episode 6, I want to remember what the old one sounds like.
Yeah.
You know?
I probably can't even tell you what it sounds like right now.
Yet you hate the new one. That is so you in a nutshell. I fucking hate it! Then you'll be singing it like 5 minutes later.
I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But now I can fast forward through the...
Oh, you couldn't before, huh?
No.
You were like, you just dug that last one. Then.
I liked the first one.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
It was just like, and as off subject, but just like with Weeds. Weeds did the same thing. I think it was like the first couple seasons they had the same. Excuse me, and then all of a sudden.
Well, yeah, because it didn't make sense anymore for them.
It was like,
remember?
Little boxes. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was different versions of the same song. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool on Weeds.
It annoyed me.
It was about the only thing Weeds had going for it because that show sucked ass.
At the end, yeah.
No, not at the end. The last 5 seasons it sucked ass.
Yeah, I guess.
Horrible.
Well, I watched...
We'll never be doing a Weed cast.
I've only ever watched the first 5 seasons, so...
Well, the last 2 of yours sucked. Guarantee it.
Yeah, I guess 5 was okay.
Fuck.
Right.
You don't have...
It doesn't take much to entertain.
Yeah, apparently not.
No.
Fuck. There's no way I could sit through that shit.
No, not again?
No, I fucking hated it. It was fucking retarded. Every time I watched it, I would turn to everyone and go, "Why do we still watch this fucking show?"
Kind of like, is that why? Kind of like why you gave up on Walking Dead?
It's the same exact reason.
Okay.
Because they both sucked balls.
All right. I just didn't know.
No, I'm just saying.
Because I feel like a lot of people still watch The Walking Dead.
Well, yeah, and I think they're all retarded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully none of our listeners.
I don't care. Like, if you watch The Walking Dead, you're a fucking
The
idiot.
Rocking Dead or The Walking Dead?
Either one.
Okay.
Either one. All right, so the quote of the show is, "Ain't never gonna be what it was." By
Big Roy.
Little Big Roy. Now, do you know who Little Big Roy is?
I don't.
He's one of those dog workers. But
I figured he was.
I didn't catch him saying it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I think it was in that bar scene, but
Probably
I'm
when
not
they're
yeah.
all drunk, fucking playing music all loud and
Yeah.
ziggy jiggy.
So, and then, alright, so now we kind of get in the heart of the show here. So, starts off in Valchek's office.
Yep, with Prez.
And,
I thought this scene was pretty funny, to be honest with you.
so Prez is basically saying, he's saying, man, I never went into this cop thing, you know, but now because of The Wire, I got, like,
I like it. I want to do this. This is what I want to do.
Yeah, this is great. You settle down. Retard. So then he's like,
I'm hungry.
So,
And he wasn't even really paying attention all that much.
at
He
all,
was more focused about his
he didn't give a flying.
stained glass.
He didn't give a flying fuck.
Yeah. Well, and he told him that. I mean, I just thought it was kind of funny because he's like going on, like basically just telling him, like, hey, like, you know, I feel like I'm good at this. I get this. I like this. This is what I want to do. I'd like to work in narcotics and work cases.
Yeah.
And Valchek's like, yeah, no.
No, you're gonna take the sergeant exam.
He's like, you're going to take the sergeant exam. I know somebody. You'll pass that. He goes, and then you're going to take the lieutenant exam, and you're going to pass that. And I'll put you in a nice, quiet little sector or whatever. And, you know, and he's like,
And you make a career of this.
I want to work cases.
Right. Yeah, so they're not seeing eye to eye.
No. Well, he's married to his daughter, so
That's what makes him a son-in-law.
I know, but I mean, like, you know,
Yeah. You saying what?
I don't
spit
know.
it out.
I don't know what she looks like, but I mean,
What does that have to do with anything?
well, I don't know. Do you stand up to him, or do you just listen to him?
I think I do what I want to do, but I mean that's not my call. That's Prez's
No,
call.
obviously, but I mean, it's, you know, you never know. I mean, because fuck, if he goes
I know one thing. It's got nothing to do with what she looks like.
right.
I would just do what I want to do.
Well, if he goes that route, he'll make a good career. He won't have to worry about, you know, pretty much getting killed.
Well, I mean, you never know. Bad
Well, I
shit can
mean,
happen
no, I
anywhere.
know, but he has less of a chance to, you know, because he said I'll put you on a day shift in a nice little
Yeah, I know, I got you. But
sector or whatever.
Nothing's perfect.
Well, of course not.
But I don't think it was getting killed is what he was worried
No,
about.
I
It was
know,
just
but
getting
it was
him
just
promoted
a
and making
career.
yeah.
Provide for my daughter.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to set him up, and he doesn't want to be set up. He wants
Right.
to work. Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean,
Yeah, he
good for him.
wouldn't have thought this at the beginning of last season.
No.
So then it goes to a car. You got Bodie and we think Shamrock.
Yeah, I didn't catch the name. I don't think it says it.
It doesn't.
And I couldn't find a picture of him on IMDb.
Will you calm down about the pictures? Not
I'm just saying,
every-
okay?
When you,
Goddamn.
when you
I don't want to do this anymore.
when you pick out small characters,
No.
they're not going to have pictures.
I know.
I mean, so
But that's what I'm
you
saying.
might as well
like,
get over it.
I don't care. I'm just saying, like, I don't fucking know his name because they don't fucking say it.
There you go. Correct. They don't say it, but on the trivia.
See, I never look at the trivia.
It wasn't the trivia; it was the quotes. They said
Oh.
they have his Shamrock, and like I said, I'm a lot more familiar with season 1 than I am season 2.
Yeah, this is going to be... I feel like I'm going to learn a lot. Like, I obviously know the gist of what went down and what has happened, but I feel like I mean, just like with season 1, when you write notes and watch it the way we do, I feel like
Yeah,
there's just little things that you catch that you don't catch when you're just watching it for pleasure.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
So,
So I think some of these guys, like McNulty's boss, like the Shamrock, like those names, if they stay in the episodes,
right.
will they'll come across.
They'll come.
those.
Yeah, they'll come through.
If they're important. If they're not, then who gives a fuck?
Right.
So, the station's going out as
Yeah.
they're driving, and Bodie's. So Bodie's never left Baltimore before.
No.
Didn't know that they had different radio stations.
That shit was hilarious.
I remember that because it was hilarious.
I was like, wow, fucking Bodie.
Well, I mean, you can't blame him.
No,
You know,
I know. It was just weird. And then the station that they ended up sitting on was like
It was,
talk radio. Or
it was like a
something.
nature channel or something.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, you pick that and let it stay on that?
Right.
I'm like, all right, well.
So they leave. They leave Baltimore barely because that last little off ramp they almost missed. Jesus. And they're being followed by two guys who we learn their name later is Tank and Country.
Correct.
And then, so they get to Philly. That Bodie picks up a car,
In a parking garage.
writes down the mileage.
I think it was like 4342 or something.
I don't know. And then they leave.
Yeah, he pulls out and the van's following. Bodie in the car, and then the other two, Tank and Country, are following
Them.
the van. Yeah.
Which they don't know they're following.
Right. Which you think that, I mean.
They don't expect someone to be following you.
Yeah.
You know. So, plus they're probably good at it.
Well, yeah, you would think they're
Yeah.
good at it.
So, then it goes to the port. Bunk's coming to see McNulty.
Yeah.
Um,
Bunk's looking for Omar.
Yeah, basically.
Because the Gant case is coming up.
Yeah.
And then he tells him that Lansman wants his $10.
Right. And I think
McNulty was like, fuck him. He's
Yeah,
not getting his
I-
fucking $10.
I'm
He's
pretty
the
sure
one who
he's like
fucking sent me here.
He can pretty much fuck himself, yeah.
And then you meet the fat fucking white guy.
Who isn't fat?
No, he's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
you know, he's got a beer belly, I guess.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, so it's the docks. So this is our introduction to Frank Sabatka.
Francis Sabatka. And Nat.
He's talking to Nat
Yep.
Coxon. And there's also Horseface in there, who I remember. That's the
fat, like,
the guy that looks like he should be.
Mexican-y looking guy, kind of. No, he's like Italian or something. He's a little bit darker.
Maybe. He's the only one that you look at and be like, oh yeah, that's Horseface.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be that
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
guy. It has to be that guy.
They're arguing over like the canal or the Green Pier. Like we don't really know what they're talking about. I mean, we do, but we don't. Which I mean, they're saying one will bring in more work than the other for the fucking dock work. I mean, basically they're because Frank's in charge of the union,
Right.
and the other guys just wants to get out there and get more work for the dock workers.
Right. So basically, they're just arguing with each other.
And it gets kind of heated.
Yeah.
Nat
got pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I kind of got the sense too that Frank comes off a little cocky. Did you get that at all? No.
No.
I guess I kind of did.
I think he wants to help people, but he knows he has to do certain things to help people because
Yeah.
it's just like in that McNulty scene. I mean, they show that the the shit's not good there.
Right.
You know, it's hard to get work and all that other shit. So Frank goes outside, have a smoke, and Nick Sabatka walks up, his nephew,
Yep.
who's also in Weeds, by the way.
Yep.
It's his first day in 2 weeks, he said. And then Frank tells Nick to go see the Greek.
Right.
And get a number. He has one coming in tomorrow, it says. And then someone pulls up and gives him a ride to go see Ziggy, who we don't know quite yet that's his son, but we
Right.
find out in the next. This is our little introduction to Ziggy Sabatka, who's a fucking nutbag.
That's how I would label him.
Yeah, I mean, just a crazy,
He's like a
stupid.
fucking spaz.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like, I don't think I could hang out with that person. Like, I don't think I could. Like, he just seems like hopped up on speed or and just like not all there in the head. Like
he's definitely out there.
He was in Generation Kill. He was kind of like that too.
Yeah, but he was funny in Generation Kill.
Well, he was taking. I mean, they were popping pills and shit.
Yeah,
so he could try to stay awake and drive and shit.
Yeah.
I like that series.
So I mean, basically, he lost a can for this guy. This truck driver sitting there waiting. He fucking can't find what he's looking for, and then Frank tells him he's fired. He acts like it's no big deal.
The truck driver's like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, and then the big black dude.
He's not fired.
The big black dude's like, "He's not fired.
That's
That's
his son."
And and then it cuts to the evidence room.
Yeah.
Bunk's down there getting his evidence, and Daniel's.
I didn't know where that was until they started talking, and then I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
the evidence room."
And Daniel shows up, which is fucked up.
Oh,
he does all that shit, and then he gets sent to the evidence room.
Yeah.
But so they're gonna pull.
There's gotta be a cake down there. I mean,
I don't think cake is what they're looking for.
no, he's not looking for easy.
So but it's not there.
Right. The evidence that he's looking for, it was for the Gant case, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He goes to pull it, and he's like, "Nope, not here."
Yeah, which is.
And Daniels is like, "What? What the hell? What do
like
you mean?"
it's row 14B. There's only 12 rows in B,
Yeah.
and whatever he said.
And this is 14.
So then it cuts to the car.
And he had some weird ass shit on the radio there.
That was what I was talking about.
Okay, yeah. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "What are you listening to?"
I think he just gave up. He's more concerned about driving at this point.
Yeah.
So Bodie has to take a detour because the road was closed.
Right.
And then he pulls into like a chop shop.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Yeah. So then we go to church, and
The Franca Saboltka.
so
Father, whatever.
Lewandowski,
Okay, there you go.
Father Jerome Lewandowski.
Oh, good for you. Big bimpin'.
He takes him to see his stained glass window
Yep.
that Frank and the other dock workers had donated. It's in the nave. And he asks if he can...
Says he has a favor.
Yeah, Frank asked the father if he can arrange
A meeting with the senator.
because I guess the senator goes to the early mass in Polish.
Yeah, he told him, "You can come." Goes to the early mass in Polish.
And he even says you don't have to donate to ask me. I mean, yeah. So whereas it kind of seems like it's a little shady, it's really not.
Right.
Just a guy helping out a guy. So then we go back to the chop shop. Car's all fucked up, taken apart.
I'm assuming they were looking for drugs.
He's like, yeah. What do you think they were looking for? Like a fucking retainer?
Like a chew toy for a dog or something?
Yeah. I lost my retainer. And they're all freaking out, basically.
Yeah, especially Bodie, he's like
Nah.
flipping out. Well, and that other kid, Shamrock or whatever,
He pushed the one dude.
like gets all up on the skinny dude, pushes him up against the wall.
Because he knows they're going to be their ass.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I'm watching
This is where you're starting to see Bodie evolve and grow up.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, compared to what he was.
Well, especially
yeah.
like later on in this episode.
Well, but the thing is okay, so I'm watching it and I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is that part where they were fucking with him. It's kind of like a test to see. But it wasn't a test.
No.
But like that's what I was thinking when I was watching.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean, because I remembered, like I said, I remember parts of it. I didn't remember it all. But I was like, oh, this is just Stringer fucking like putting him through a test or whatever.
That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah.
But it totally wasn't. It was those other dudes fucking with him. All right, so back to evidence. So now Daniel's...
Do we know the other guy?
I don't know his name. And
it's not a big deal.
I glanced, didn't see it, and said, fuck it.
Cool.
Some retard.
I just didn't know if you caught it because I didn't. So
no, I mean, I tried to catch...
I like to double check.
I try to catch anyone's name that I can, but it wasn't
right.
there.
Okay, cool.
So
that's good.
I kind of wonder if because season 2 is not quite as popular, is not quite as popular as season 1.
Correct.
Maybe it's there's not as much stuff.
Head turn around backwards?
No, you can flip your headphones. It's not like it needs to be.
Oh, they are labeled left and right.
But why?
No, I know.
But then it would. I'm just saying. Just trying to help out, big guy.
Yeah, I can. That's over here.
Yeah, well, right. But it's not across the goddamn paper.
It's all good. Thank you. It's about hitting this. Like that's what it was about. It's all good. We're fine.
So now we're at the desk. You got Kima.
Yep.
So she's working
narcotics. That's what it said on her little plaque.
Yeah, but it's
she's not working.
She's
narcotics.
in the forfeiture unit.
Yeah.
Like it might be a branch of narcotics, but.
Well, she writes affidavits and stuff. She said.
Yeah, so she's still in narcotics, but like so is Herc. Like Herc's still working, but he's out on the street.
Right.
She's behind a desk.
And you can tell she hates it.
Yeah.
I mean, just from the look on her face.
Well, and then he asked her to come along for old time's sake, and she wanted to.
Oh, I thought for sure she was gonna be like, all right.
Well, and then was it not hilarious when he said the white drug dealers are so stupid?
I fucking was dying.
And he's like,
I got respect for the black drug dealers.
Well, and then and Kima like, she goes, we gotta have different rules for them. And she's like, affirmative action.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, don't leave any white men behind.
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot, and that was actually funny though.
It was.
And then right before he leaves,
he goes,
if you were a man, we'd take you out for a beer.
Take you out for a beer and tell you that you're whipped.
Yeah, and she's like, what? Whipped. Pretty funny, because she is whipped. He's 100% white. Right. Or white.
He is white.
He's 100% white and right.
This is true.
So then, this was odd. They go to the bar.
It's a quick...
McNulty and Bunk are sitting there. And he's like, where do we find Omar? And he's like, who? And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And I think that's the last time they mention it this episode. If I remember correctly, they don't talk about Omar the rest of this episode.
Oh, maybe. I know McNulty goes there to talk to Bunk about him, but I don't know if he's actually mentioned.
Yeah, I don't think he's mentioned any. I could be wrong, but yeah.
So now we got the two guys in the van, the Tank and Country, watching Bodie
flipping out because they told them all that they had to go home.
Oh, that's right. So Stringer called them home, but they're all freaking out. All four of them are going home.
Yeah.
Even the guys from Philly are coming down.
Chop guys.
Yeah, they're like, oh fuck. So they're all shitting bricks.
Yeah. And then you see Bodie sitting at the funeral home.
Yeah, and they're waiting for Stringer, and
he's meeting with everybody
one at a time, getting the story.
They sticking to it. They sticking to it.
And knowing what I know now, he trusts them, so but he just wants to make sure.
Yeah.
Plus, he already just talked to those guys following and knows that nothing went wrong.
Well, they're just getting back into it.
Yeah, but they're like OG.
Right. Well, yeah, but later on you find out, like, they just got out.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, fucking, we're in. Like,
right. So, I mean, basically, and then at the end, Stringer kind of fucks with Bodie. He's like, so anything you want to tell me?
Right.
You write the mileage down, here's off 3/10 of them. You could simply just tell me it was a detour. Like that. Yeah. So that...
But he was like, you didn't have to take a detour?
Yeah.
And that's when Bodie relaxed and was like, oh.
But...
All right, cool.
So maybe that's why, maybe the first time I watched it, I thought he was fucking with them, and I didn't catch.
I still kind of think that he was a little bit.
He was then, but there were supposed to be drugs in that car.
Right.
And there wasn't.
Right.
And now Stringer believes that there wasn't drugs in the car.
Right.
I mean,
well, and that's who Roberto is, right? Roberto's supposed to be putting the...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I am following this.
But he did fuck with them at the end of
Right.
Yeah. And that was about the 3/10 of a mile.
Right.
I was thinking 3/10 of a mile, that's like here to Circle K, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but if that's what he's got, that's what he's got.
What do you mean?
Well, because Stringer was asking Shamrock how long was he in the parking garage? Like, was he in there very long? And he's like, he was in and out within 3 minutes. He's like, there's no way he could have went through that car.
No, yeah, right. But I meant the 0.3 of a mile. That doesn't help with driving farther.
No, I know, but I mean, if he would have drove 3 miles out of the way,
well, yeah,
then that's why he has it down to the specific science or whatever you want to call it, so he can say, okay, there's no extra mileage on the car, so he couldn't go off the path to go and take drugs.
Right,
but he believes Bodie anyways.
Right, and that's why the 0.3. He acted like the 0.3 was a big deal, but it really wasn't to him. But that's what I'm saying. 0.3 of a mile.
No, yeah, that's an easy walk.
Yeah,
and I'm a fatty.
So now we're at the Docks Bar. I don't know what the
Clement Street Cafe.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I didn't write that shit down. Nick and Ziggy are drinking, and
Ziggy wants to go to meet the Greek,
and Nick does not want that to happen.
And I don't blame him.
Not one bit.
I would not fucking take him. I don't give a shit if I fucking was having diarrhea and I had to go there by myself.
What does diarrhea have to do with
I'm just saying, if I had a fucking harpoon through my leg...
Well, what if your car didn't start and you needed a ride there?
I would have fucking rode the city bus.
Really?
Or I would have called...
I don't believe you.
I would have called Nick.
No, Nick.
No.
Nick's car wouldn't start.
No, I would have called Nick. I would have called anyone.
No,
I would have taken my girlfriend's car.
Nick's girlfriend wasn't in the scene yet.
Well, his mom was.
I don't think
I bet his mom has a car.
I doubt it.
You never know.
So basically, in this bar, the old guys are talking shit. How it used to be better. The new guys are giving.
Well, how it used to be harder,
better, everything. Yeah. Everything's better back in the day.
They used to have to unload with a shovel.
It's just like Michael Jordan's better than Steph Curry. Like Babe Ruth was better than Mickey Mantle. It's all the same.
No,
shit.
yeah, agreed.
And then Ziggy goes off on some rant and finally pulls out his big dick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was fake.
Did you pause it?
No.
Look at it. You're like,
But it just,
You're like, that doesn't look like mine.
Quick glance, it looked fucking plastic.
You paused it.
Didn't.
Zoomed.
Didn't. I don't have Zoom. I had to watch it on the iPad because my Xbox is broken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Sucks ball sack.
How long before you get your Xbox back?
Who knows?
You do, probably. Did they give you an estimate?
Not yet.
No? Nothing? They just ship it and then they're like,
Well, I
alright,
shipped it yesterday.
Well, they didn't give you an estimated, like, how long it's going to
No,
take?
they gave me a tracking number, and until they get it, it just says, what's at the bottom of your drink there, guy?
It's just a color, relaxed.
Oh, okay.
It's called light.
No, those brown things. See all of them at the bottom?
No, it's dirt. I don't know. It's on the
check.
bottom. It's on the bottom of the bottle. I'm not really worried about it.
No, yeah. Until they receive it, they won't give me an estimation. Because I typed in what the problem was or whatever, and.
But they told you to ship it, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's not a good sign.
I don't care. Just,
no Madden for you this year. I'm just kidding.
I better have it back by August 23rd. Jesus. I'll probably get it like one day before.
You get it like 3 days after, then you'll bitch about the whole time that my team's better because I had it before you.
I'll be fine. I'll be alright.
Alright. So, after Ziggy...
We might be moving, yeah.
What?
We might be moving, too.
Oh, yeah? Where's bar 2?
83rd in Peoria.
Nice.
Yeah. I still work down the street, though, so...
Yeah,
still make it work.
It's all good. That'll suck.
Stinky, but
that'll suck when you have football practice.
Yeah, I still work right there, so I mean,
yeah, I got you.
It's all good.
All
good in the hood.
So after Ziggy,
do you get stitches in your thing here? What is that?
No, I did not get stitches in my thing here.
Yeah,
no, it's a
eyebrow?
cut. It's a cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw it in the video yesterday. I was like,
oh, I nailed myself good.
I was like, what is that? I'm like, I wonder if you got stitches or something.
No, I basically headbutted the Baylor at work. Friday.
Did you win or did the Baylor win?
Look at my head.
Yeah. I hated that thing. I mean, wasn't that bad, but
Well, it's a different one.
Oh, is it?
But at any rate, like someone had done a half a bail, and I stuck my head back to grab the wire. It was stuck, and I pulled it back, and I just real quick like went in and out because I was trying to get it done. There's like a whole bunch of shit to do, and as I went back out, the back of my head hit the bay.
Bang.
Well, you know, you hit your head on a bay before. It's like, dong. But it shot my head forward. Bam. I was like, oh, I saw stars.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Concussion. I gotta go home.
No, I was like this. There's no one back there. So I'm like, I hold my head and I'm like, fuck. And I like go like that. It's just full of blood. I was like, that's awesome. I've been here 15.
No one was there to witness.
I was 15 minutes. Wow, it was pretty epic. I mean, there was nothing else. It's not
right.
like I took a hammer to my head. But I just went to the bathroom, cleaned it up, and then went back there and made the bail.
There you go.
So it was a good time.
You were 15 minutes into your shift?
Yeah. It was good. I was happy about it. Had a headache the rest of the day.
Oh, I'm sure.
I hit it pretty fucking hard. So, anyway, let's get through this stupid scene because this was stupid.
Yeah.
So,
I just put lots of drink in, whipped his dick out.
You didn't put pause and then
back and forth with the old
kissed
timers.
my iPad or something?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, but so then they go into like that band starts playing and everyone starts dancing and fucking.
No, yeah, that's what I meant. Like lots of drinking, good time. It seemed like they were having all a blast.
Yeah, did you see that bartender dancing? That was freaky.
Fucking fat old white lady.
The one that yelled, "Ziggy, don't pull your dick out!
Don't you pull that out of here!"
So it wasn't the first time he pulled his dick out. That was evident.
Clearly not.
Because when he just started talking, everyone's like, you know he's going to pull his dick out.
Yeah. And then as soon as the first person said that, I thought of you. Because in one of our podcasts from last season, you mentioned it, and I did not remember it.
Really?
Yeah, you were like, oh, is it like when Ziggy pulls his dick out? I don't even remember that. And then as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, here we go.
You're like, finally!
Getting ready to see the fucking dick.
Finally get to see some dick up in this.
Can't wait.
Well, last week in Game of Thrones, they cut to a scene, and it's just like a dick, like right in the screen, like a guy holding it, like literally like an inch from the camera. And then it kind of pans out, and he's like, I got 2 warts on my dick. And I was like, what the fuck? Why did we have to see that?
You're like, wow.
So it was way worse than this.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a quick little flop out and cut away. It wasn't as fast as, what was that, Studio 54 or something?
What?
What's the one that has like the...
Boogie Nights?
Boogie Nights, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you were talking
Were they
about.
like the split second one, or like towards the end? Is it that one?
They show in Boogie Nights. I don't know about 54. I don't know what the fuck you're
No, but Boogie Nights where they do like, it's like the split second, like...
No, it's like a big thing at the end.
Oh. There's one movie. Maybe it's Fight Club.
Oh, Fight Club.
When they do the quick, like...
Yeah,
you almost have to pause it to see it. It's one of those where, like, did I just see a fucking dick?
Right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you didn't have to do this in this one.
No.
You saw it for sure.
Yeah, it was like, hey, how you doing? I'm here.
So... That's like dick. I get
Yeah.
you. Your dick's like up by your tits. Alright, so... Then after they fucking get all drunk, it cuts to the harbor. McNulty's fishing a dead body out of the fucking harbor.
And he's like, what do I do? Do I pull her in? And he's like...
No, she'll fall apart. That's disgusting.
Said he looks pretty fresh.
Yeah. And her legs were broken.
Oh. And
Um,
then the guy's like, probably a jumper.
yeah.
I don't know what kind of accent that
It was
was.
horrible, actually. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Probably a jumper.
You don't have to say it again. When it's bad the first time, you don't have to
Well, I'm trying to
repeat.
figure out what I was trying to go for.
Well, figure it out later. That was
Probably
horrible.
a jumper.
Oh, stop! It's horrible. God.
Oh, shit.
It gets worse every time.
Probably a jumper.
So, it cuts to Nick's house.
Yep.
So, he wakes up, his mom's banging on the floor.
I would be like, bitch.
Really?
I would not say that to my mom.
Especially when you're living in her house. Like, I called it Nick's house, but it's Nick's mom's and dad's house.
Yeah.
He's
That would get annoying, though.
What would get annoying? Well, she's pissed off because he drank and then didn't wake up to go to work. So that would get annoying. I'm looking from her perspective.
True.
You know?
But yesterday was his first day of work in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he's spinning all at the bar.
Yeah.
So he gets...
Well, and then he gets up and he slams a goddamn fucking beer.
Yeah.
He pours the whole beer in a glass, which I thought was fucking weird. I don't know anyone that would pour a beer in a glass and then just slam.
Didn't he put something in it?
I didn't catch it if he did.
I thought he put something in it. I could be wrong.
I was just like, that is so weird. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone that would pour a beer in a glass and then slam it out of the glass. Everyone I've ever known just drink it straight out of the bottle or the can. I mean, not that it's a big deal, but it caught me off guard because I was like, wow, I've never seen anyone do that.
I know I've seen people do it. I'm pretty sure. Like, I just never occurred to me, I guess. There you go with your fucking weird shit.
I'm telling you.
You're like, he used a glass! That's gonna cost more Cascade? What
You
else?
gotta watch that.
Well, that's what Cascade's
Yeah,
for.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just stupidity at its finest. Ziggy's passed out.
I thought he threw an egg in there, but I could be totally wrong.
If he did, I don't doubt you. If he did, I didn't see it. So I might have been writing.
I wouldn't have sworn to it, but I paid it no attention.
It kind of makes sense that he would.
Yeah, because
Like as a breakfast thing or whatever.
It's hard to get the egg into the
bottle.
Yeah.
Unless he like scrambled it, you know. Not that it matters.
I like egg. I wouldn't
yeah.
be that big of a deal.
Somebody let us know.
No one cares. So, and then
Ziggy's passed out on the couch
upstairs,
Yeah.
like where he walks
Right.
up to the mom.
His mom's like, "Hey, wake him up, take him with you because
I gotta clean.
I have to clean. I don't want to clean around his clean around his carcass."
Yes, easy.
And what does he do?
Well, same thing you would do.
Leaves without him.
Yeah, right.
Gets outside. Is that later? Oh no, car won't start.
Yeah, so then he's like, fucking, I'm walking.
Yeah, just takes off walking.
Yeah.
Now we go to church again
Yes.
with Tom Serendipity is his name.
Who?
Lipinduski.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
pastor's name.
Father something.
Father Lipinduski.
He just makes Lewandowski. You
Lewandowski.
were actually kind of close.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. So Valchek
They used
comes.
to call him Father Jerome.
Father Jerome.
And
So Valchek's there.
he wants to put a little fucking stained glass in the nave.
Yeah, he's all excited about it and found this guy down in Bloomtown. I don't know, it's Bloomtown. He said some kind of little town. Does great work. His deputies or whatever are carrying up the wooden boxes.
Honestly, liked his glass better than Sabatka's.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird.
Sabatka's a fucking big dock worker.
Yeah.
Fucking I didn't get that, but...
Oh, I mean, it was to represent the docks or whatever, but...
But it's church. Yeah.
Right. It's like, what does this have to do? So then Valchek's like, oh, I've got some... He said it was... What does it say? Oh, he's got a $2,500 donation.
Yeah.
And he wants to create a... What does he say? A collage or something? For Polish police officers.
Yeah. And basically... and he wants to know who came up with the other... Because he takes me, he's like, look, I already got this here.
Right. And he goes, we need something upstairs.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't want
He's like, how much? How much did they donate? And he's like, it's
private.
Yeah. And he goes, tell me this. I can go up to 4. Did they go over 4? And the father doesn't say anything. They went over 4?
Yeah. He's had it. Who? And then he tells him that
Who?
it was Frank Sabatka.
Yeah.
And he's like, how does he have that
Well, he
much
says
time?
Francis Sabatka.
Yeah, that Frank is short for Francis.
Obviously.
Why did you say that then?
Because that's probably the only time you hear anyone call him Francis Sabatka.
Well, he called him Francis in the beginning,
Oh,
too.
did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, basically, just take it up with him. And he's like, oh, we'll have a talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's pretty much fucked from here.
Well, sort of.
I mean, he's got it in for him already.
He thinks, but he's got no idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, we said Nick's car wouldn't start, so we go to the murder scene.
Wait, what? No. Well, they show Nick walking to work.
Yeah, we already said that, so that's why I
What?
skipped it. Just skip it.
Okay.
We talked about it from Nick's house.
So you got McNulty and Detective Ray Cole
Yep.
with the body found.
Yeah.
And the other guy, McNulty Sergeant or whatever, is basically, oh, it looked like a jumper, and Detective Ray Cole's like, oh, really, does it? Like, being a smartass. Like, I think I'm the fucking homicide detective here, not you.
Yeah, I didn't even really catch that, but you're probably right. I wrote down that he was bitching about Landsman because all his shit was in the red.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You'll never guess who was throwing up this morning, puking on the bat." And he's like, "Bunk Moreland
McFarland or whatever."
His name's Bunk Moreland.
Yeah, I was close.
Who's McFarland?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
So then we go to jail.
Prison.
See your little boy.
Yeah, Avon Barksdale. He's meeting with Springer.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. He's meeting with Stringer.
Which they're still buddies,
Oh, yeah.
which is good.
Yep.
He tells him,
That they still need the shit from Roberto.
yeah, New York didn't come through,
Right.
basically. And then,
Basically, he tells him that he tested them, too.
yeah.
Like, yeah, made sure it wasn't them. All their stories were straight. Like, everything was good. We just don't have... They have our money. We don't have our product.
And then he asked him,
And that's when he tells him about... What's her name? Country and Rock or whatever?
you retarded.
Tank and Country.
There you go.
Yeah. I swear to God. I feel like my head's like spinning. I don't know.
Do you need some Wawa?
I'm drinking it.
Oh, okay.
I do work outside, so...
You're not outside.
Not right now, but I was outside all day.
How's that going to be Friday?
Fucking...
It's only supposed to be like 113, I think.
You know, my phone says 115. And then 117.
Well, that's in the shade. You'll be in the sun, you said?
117 on Saturday.
You don't work Saturday.
Thank God.
Anyway, so, and then before he leaves, like, Stringer asked him how he's doing. He said he's fine. You're in there.
He's like, I'm doing 2 days. The day I come in, the day I come out.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Which, they all say that. So then we go to the dock. Nick's trying to find work. Ziggy shows up. He's talking. I didn't catch that guy's name.
I didn't either.
I know he's in it more. We'll get his name later. And so Ziggy ends up giving Nick a ride to the Greeks.
Basically, he just tells him, you keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't fucking make a fool out of yourself.
And doesn't want him to do it, but really didn't have a choice.
Yeah, he was struck.
Yeah. So then Stringer takes a train to New York.
Which was a weird... I mean, that was just like a little quick snippet scene.
Yeah.
I mean,
think it's
I get it, the reason they did it, just to show you, like, you know, because all it really was him standing there, dressed really nice, and then you hear, like, the fucking intercom system in the back, boarding for New York City. So you're like, oh, okay. He just talked to Avon.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, he just fucking...
How did that go again?
What?
And what did it say?
Now boarding for New York City.
Were they in England?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But it was just that, it was like one of those, you know, very soft
I think that
spoken women.
That scene's in there for you. You'd be like, where the fuck's he going now? Why is he dressed nice? What the hell's going on? How did he get there?
I just feel like they put it in there to make people go like, oh, okay, ding, okay. He was just talking to Avon about the product isn't in from New York. They've got our money. So now Stringer's going to deal with it.
Yeah, I can't believe we talked about it this long. I was just like,
know.
yeah.
It was like, burnt.
Stringer took a train to New York. All right, next.
Yeah, no, so now we're at the Greeks.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really know. I mean, I know who the Greek is.
Yeah.
But unless you have seen it before, you don't know.
No.
Like our audience of...
If they haven't seen it before.
Right, yeah, if they're watching and listening with us.
Yeah, basically they walk in, there's some guys at the bar.
Correct.
And then there's a guy at the counter who's the Greek.
Right. He was reading the paper with the glasses
But
on.
he's not in the scene. Spiros comes up, introduces himself, or says hi to Nick. Ziggy walks up and goes, "You must be the Greek." And he goes, "I am Greek." But it's like, and Nick's just shaking his head like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Should have made this fucker wait outside.
I would have.
So then they sit down with Sergey, who they call Boris.
Yeah.
And then the guy with him is Double G.
I didn't catch that. Good catch.
I just looked at that. I just remember him because he's in it a lot later. So, like, I forget his real name, but that was like his nickname was Double G. So, they're talking Boris, Natasha, and all this bullshit. And Sergey's like, why am I always Boris? And you don't like Boris. And then finally Nick just tells Ziggy to shut the fuck up.
And he goes and sits down.
And he's all butthurt. And he sits next to the Greek.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. And then Spiro gives Nick a number. Nick asks who's going to drive it. And he says, points to Sergio.
Boris.
Yeah, Boris. And then Nick says they should mix it up next time. And he's like, hey, when you trust someone, you stick with them. Which is interesting. He's worried about customs. He's worried about trusting someone.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get both sides of the story, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, yeah, totally.
Because you want to have someone you can trust. But if you're looking at it from the other side of the coin, like, you don't want to see the same motherfucker
every single
pulling
time.
a fucking container out of the pile, every day or whatever, or however often they do it.
Right.
Because then customs will be like, what are you doing here, buddy?
Right. So then Ziggy...
don't judge, bro. Don't judge.
Ziggy's leaving. He's like, you embarrassed me in there. He's like, you embarrassed yourself, Ziggy.
He's an idiot. I kind of wish he wasn't even in the show. Because to me, he does nothing.
Oh, see.
I mean, maybe later, I don't remember, but he just gets straight on my nerves.
See, he doesn't get on my nerves. He's an idiot, but he doesn't get on my nerves for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think it's because, like, I respect him as an actor, so, like, I know, it doesn't bother me. Like, I know he's supposed to be an idiot. Whereas Herc just bothers me,
I don't know what I wrote here.
I don't know what you wrote either.
Go ahead. We're at the docks, right?
Yeah.
With Frank, and then Beatty rolls up.
Yeah, he was reading the newspaper, asked if anyone's seen Nick.
Yep.
He's getting a little nervous. And then she rolls up, she's patrolling the docks. They kind of fuck with each other. She's like, what are you gonna steal?
Yeah, what are you gonna steal today? So I know what to write down and all that.
Yeah, and then she kind of, and then he like lists off a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and then I wrote Nick and Ziggy pull up.
Yeah, and then
but it looked like N1 and 215 with the way I wrote how fast. N1 215.
Wow.
I was like, what?
You can't,
what the fuck is this?
I don't think you can
What's
abbreviate.
N1 215?
I don't think you can abbreviate on the first fucking episode.
Damn.
You gotta get into it a little bit.
Whoops.
So
Jesus. Hola.
So then Nick gives the number to Horseface, or the ticket.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna go take care of it or whatever.
He's gonna pull it out of the stack and
get it ready.
Sit it out in the open.
Yeah. So then we go to Homicide. McNulty shows up. Says hi to Landsman. And then
Landsman just starts laughing. He's eating like fiddle faddle.
Was he?
It was fiddle faddle.
But
he asked, like, "Where's my $10?"
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even get into the the $10. I mean, he acts like he didn't send him there, but he did. He's a kiss ass.
Yeah, he totally is.
He asked for.
He's like, "What? I told the major what he wanted to hear. I didn't know he was going to send you there."
Yeah.
Like, right? Okay, fuck you.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even write it down. He asked for bunk, and then he kind of makes Cole feel stupid. Like, I mean,
oh yeah, he totally did with like the whole. He just broke it down.
The
like,
defense rooms and all that stuff. Because he still thinks he should be there. And
only to find out that they gave it to County.
Yeah.
They sold the fucking murder to County.
Which was stupid on their part to tell him.
Oh, yeah, because you knew instantly what he was going to do.
Well, I didn't know instantly the first time I watched it.
Well, I guess, yeah.
I mean, fuck.
But I mean, like, you would think, like, oh, McNulty's got a chance to screw Landsman and Rawls and Cole. Yeah.
If he has a chance, he will take it, obviously. But, like, I mean, yeah they shouldn't have told him.
No.
They were bragging.
Yeah, they were being cocky.
Yeah.
And it backfired like a little,
So she was dumped on the east side of the bridge. So that makes her county.
Yeah.
So then we go to the docks.
Sabatka, Frank's flipping out, basically.
He's nervous.
Yeah, because it's been sitting there. It's out in the open. It's ready when they want it. What the fuck are they doing? And you see the guy just on his phone smoking a cigarette.
He's talking to the Greek, though.
Yeah, they show him multiple times.
He's waiting to get the word.
But yeah, Frank was just like, oh my God. Like, and he's like, put it back in the pile.
Right.
Did he tell them this now, right? Or was that later?
It's later.
Okay.
So, and then we got Stringer in the lawyer's office. So, this guy's the lawyer of a drug dealer.
For Roberto.
Roberto, did they say his last name on there? But I don't remember.
I didn't catch it.
He's talking to Stringer, and basically, he's saying that they
can't do business with him.
Well, because they're getting sought out by the DEA, and they think it might be because Avon flipped.
Right.
Because he has a huge operation, got a mild sentence.
And he's like, no. Stringer's like, no way.
But from their perspective?
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But Stringer's like, And then, so basically, this lawyer, it doesn't matter his name, but he basically tells him, like, the money's being shipped back. It's already on its way. Like, sorry, but we pretty much can't do business with you anymore.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just lost their New York Connect.
So, now it goes right back to the docks.
Yeah, now Frank's really flipping out.
Yeah.
Because the seal's broken. Someone's going to see it. And then you see Sergio leave.
Yeah, he just leaves. And, just gets in the truck and leaves. And then that's when Frank says, just lose it in the stack.
Yeah, just lose it in the stack.
Because the
and it's weird that it ended up where it ended up.
Why?
It was on the bottom? There was, shit stacked on top of it, was it not?
No, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, from my perspective, I don't know where it is. I don't know.
Well, yeah, obviously, but it looked like there was containers stacked on top of it.
Well, wouldn't that be how you would lose something?
Yeah, but you'd put that broken seal on the bottom?
Well, I mean, there's probably, how many containers are there?
No, I know. The whole shipyard's full.
So, I mean, you're just throwing it somewhere. I don't think one place is better than the other.
I would have put it up high, but...
But then it's visible from other locations.
I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I don't hide shipping.
No, yeah, I get it. It makes sense, I guess. But, I mean, they put it on the bottom, so, I mean, she was just cruising by.
Dumb luck, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if she turned the other way...
She's just like, dee-dee-dee, got her headphones on.
But she saw it.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. So, you can say dee-dee-dee like she's an idiot, but, she did see it.
I know.
And she's not a dumb cop.
No.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, she's cool. I mean, she's a good actress, too.
She was in...
a lot of shit.
She was in The Offices. She ends up marrying...
Yeah.
What's his face?
Steve Carell. Yeah. She was... I don't know if I liked her that much in The Office, but... But she's cool, though.
So the driver leaves. Obviously, he got word from the Greek.
Right.
Do they touch on why... I mean...
I think so.
Is it just because of the... they're dead?
I forget what... But yeah, they get into it.
Okay.
I think they have to at this point.
So then it goes back to McNulty, right? He's looking to hang the murder on homicide.
Yeah, so he's in his office or whatever.
He's just being...
He's looking at tide fucking flows or I don't know what that shit's called. So he's trying to pin it and get the murder for the city.
Yeah.
A Jane Doe floater, as they call her. So is this giving a fuck when it's not your turn to give a fuck?
Probably.
Yeah. So...
Definitely.
So he's doing that, and then, and then Kima comes home.
Yeah.
This is probably your favorite scene of the show, right?
Why?
Don't you love Cheryl?
Yeah. African bitch.
African bitch. So...
Tell Cheryl she doesn't like paperwork. This killing her.
But
Kima is not happy.
God, you always write down so much from them. Like, I have like 3 lines. And
then you find out they're trying to get pregnant.
Yeah. $1,000 a visit. I wrote that down.
That's fucking steep.
Yeah, fuck that.
She must be getting...
I don't want a baby. Fuck that.
What is it? The forfeiture office or whatever? She must be making some pretty goddamn good money.
Well, Cheryl works too.
Jesus. Fuck.
So then it goes back after their little scene. It goes back to McNulty, and he's faxing his evidence, I assume, to the county, because then they're going to be like, hey, Rawls.
I took it as he faxed it over to the county and the city. Like, hey.
Oh, maybe.
Because it was 7 pages. Like, they showed you the front of the fax, and it said pages 7. So, and he's still chicken pecking.
Chicken pecking?
Yeah. And then it goes to Rawls. Cuts to Rawls at homicide.
And he's like, tells Landman the floater came back. And then they're like, fucking Jimmy.
He's like, as much as I can't stand him, he's like, I gotta give him some credit.
It's pretty funny that he would fucking... So, I mean, it's fucked up. And you know, like, they write that name. I don't know if it's now or later, but they write J. Doe, and then it's in red. And, you know, Cole's pissed.
I'm here.
Just making sure.
I gotcha.
All right.
No, well, yeah, obviously Cole's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, like we said earlier, they shouldn't have bragged about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially to McNulty. The one person. They could have bragged to everyone else.
But they were trying to show that the McNulty that they're smart.
But just don't fucking tell McNulty. Think they'll brag to him again?
Probably not. But maybe. They don't learn. I mean, the thing is how are they going to know that he's going to fucking... Because they just thought she jumped over and was on their side.
Right.
They didn't even think...
Well...
They don't know that shit, you know?
True.
So then we go to the towers.
And this is where it caught me that, like, Bodhi's grown up. Like,
see, it's funny that you say that. So, yeah, he's absolutely growing up.
Well,
literally.
No, right. He's got, like,
He even looks older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the reason that it, to me, was... He tells, and I don't know who it was, but he just says, see, that's your problem. You just want to beat somebody's ass.
Which is exactly what he was doing the year before.
It's not all about that. So it's like, Bodhi sees him in this guy, and I was just like, damn, like, oh, Bodhi's becoming like a higher up. Like, he's fucking growing and, like, learning, the business side of it. Because he basically tells him, like, hey, everything happens for a reason. Stringer's got it all under control. Stringer knows he's doing it for a reason.
Yeah.
When in reality, he's not. They just don't have the fucking connect anymore.
Here's the thing. I agree with everything you said. He's also up on Stringer's nuts bad.
Oh, well, yeah, but wouldn't you be? He wants to get promoted.
I mean, to a degree. I mean, like you said, Stringer doesn't have it all together. They don't have a connect now.
Right.
This is where shit starts going a little weird for them.
Yeah.
But I also agree that he's grown up.
Right. I mean, you almost have to, just with the whole...
Yeah.
It's not about just thumping people.
And then that's when
what?
That's when it flashes the thing I said with Cole, like, fucking, and Land's been watching the girl, like, walk and write it down on the big board or whatever. Yeah. So then it goes to the docks.
They said fucking McNull or fucking Jimmy or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so the final scene.
So Beatty is cruising around, notices the broken seal. So she goes in there, which
what were they, TVs or something?
TVs and computers and shit.
Well, and you kind of, I mean, and obviously it's been a while since I watched it. I kind of remembered what she finds, but you can kind of tell that she's going to find something because there was like a perfect walkway.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like...
And a door that was locked.
And then she finds a door.
Which there's normally not a door.
It wasn't really locked. It was, I mean, from the inside it was.
It was locked. That's why they died.
Right.
They were locked in there.
Yeah, and they ran out of oxygen.
Yeah. I mean, that would do it, you know? Yeah, I put shit hits the fan.
Basically.
So, like, she calls it in, fucking cops come, fire trucks, Nick's there, Frank's there, everybody's there.
Horseface.
Yeah, and they're like, there's fucking 12 girls and they're dead. So like,
and he's like, dead?
Yeah. So that's where it ends.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, when McNulty put that one body on Cole, it's going to turn into 13 bodies on Cole. Which McNulty doesn't know, once again, that he's fucking shit up. But
giving a shit when you shouldn't.
Yeah, or a fuck.
Giving a fuck when you shouldn't.
Just kidding. But a good episode. I mean...
Yeah, it was. I was kind of expecting it to be a little slow and introducing some of the new characters, but I didn't find that at all.
No.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's crazy that it can change so much.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, could you imagine watching this back in the day? You'd be like, who the fuck are all these people? Because that's what I did the first time I watched it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So you...
Because I remember when I first watched it, you told me, like, oh, it follows, like, the same characters throughout most of the seasons. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know, when the first season ended, I'm like, it's just going to pick up right where I left off. And then you're like, wait, what the fuck? Now we're in the docks? Like,
yeah.
Hold up. But, I mean, you still got your, you know...
They still...
Kima, McNulty, Bunk, Daniels...
They sprinkle them in there.
Yeah.
They sprinkle them in there. And then Daniels was barely in it.
Which is why I love this show. Just because it's... To me, it's like... I love shows where they actually follow, like, the same characters through an entire series. To me, shows like that are more appealing to me.
What do you mean?
Like just like like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Where you follow the same characters,
but like
through an entire series.
But this one you don't follow the same characters. I mean, there's some that you do, but
right. But I mean, there's still characters in season 5 that were in season 1.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I still think it's my favorite show.
I mean, it's pretty goddamn good.
So
there's no doubt about it.
Which is why we're doing a podcast on it.
Well, and like, there's no Bubbles. There's no Carver.
True.
No Carver.
Which is weird because he got credited for this.
Yeah, that's like in the trivia.
Because he got noticed, or like he got talked about or something.
Who did?
Carver,
yeah. Yeah, because Kima said something about
Kima's like,
we don't have your back this time.
Yeah, there's no, it's just you.
Yeah. That's all I can think of that who wasn't in it. Bubbles and Carver, that at the top of my head. That's a main dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Sidner?
Oh, Sidner, yeah. I don't even know if Sidner's in season 2 much, if he's even in it.
I don't think so. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's episode 1, season 2.
It aired June 1st, 2003. We forgot about that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So 13 years ago.
Yeah, today is June 1st. We're actually recording this on June 1st, 2016. Clearly, so it's 13 years ago to the day. I thought that was pretty cool. Just a little.
So should we do it June 8th next week?
Yeah.
And then when we're done, skip a year.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
That would.
So the next episode's Collateral Damage.
Collateral Damage.
Which seems like that would be a title of the first. I could have sworn there was a title of the episode in season 2, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, in season 1.
I was like, it is. I was like, wait, what?
I could have sworn there was one.
It might be.
It was either that, or maybe it was Breaking Bad, or something. I don't know. There was something.
What the fuck?
Calm down,
dude. This is retarded, bro.
You just said bro again. I quit.
I just got an update on MLB at bat. New York Yankees at Cleveland. Joe DiMaggio singles off Mel Harder in the top of the 8th, giving him hits in both games of today's doubleheader.
What?
I shit you not.
Oh, fuck.
Look at this. Second one right there. What?
Wow. Joltin' Joe DiMaggio.
Are they just like way behind?
Fuck. That's pretty cool. Alright, so that's it. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
so,
let's wrap it up. Ding dong. Wanna bing bong.
Check us
Follow us. Follow us on fucking Facebook. Pleeka. Search Pleeka. Go to Google. Put the word Pleeka. Pleeka. A lot of shit will come up. You'll find us on Facebook, therealpleeka.com, Twitter. We've got a lot of stuff.
Instagram if you want to do that shit.
I do. I just need...
No, Drum's going to set it up.
Okay, cool.
So
I will do it. For sure.
Right, cool. So
thanks for listening. Have a wonderful fucking rest of your week.